I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and this is consumer news we can use. You know, I have a love-hate relationship with technology. I love all the gadgets that connect me to the best in entertainment and media, but I hate that I'm unable to keep up with the trends and actually know what the best value is for me. Joining me today is Eric Rasmussen of TrustDale Certified Intuitive AV. Eric, let me jump right into it. When I was a kid, we had 12 channels. I manually turned the knob and the TV set, and an 8-track tape player was my sound system. What's the latest, greatest thing on the market right now?
Well, Dale, we've definitely moved a little bit past that. And as you could imagine in the technology space, there's always a lot going on. And that's really why we exist as a company. As a technology integrator, our role is to meet great clients and understand their technology lifestyle, what technology they like to interact with, how they like to interact with it, and what will really bring their family enjoyment, security, and or maybe the ability to work from home. And then our goal is just piece all those things together for a holistic approach for them.
And so are the screens just getting better and bigger? Is the surround sound getting fuller? What do people want?
Sure. So, we're always keeping our ear to the ground for the latest and greatest stuff. And, one of the latest things to come out that's very technology driven and hits one of the big buzzwords these days is Josh AI. And so that is a new control system platform that allows you to control your home through your voice primarily, or also a smartphone app, and really use the Josh AI system to intelligently couple together multiple different types of technology in your home, but also bring that level of voice interaction that is privatized. There's several other companies out there that offer voice control, but they're all from the big boxes, the big retailers, and they're all data farming us. We become the product when we use those near free devices. And so Josh is a premium service that allows you to keep that information in your own house and keep your privacy.
Wow. So you guys have been servicing the Cardwell family for a long time, and you came out last week, and I discovered that my television needed to be updated. So there are folks sending signals to my TV. It seems really complicated, and you have to call professionals sometimes to get back on the playing field.
Well, unfortunately, those are some of the things that happen out there these days. Like you said, gone are the days of only 12 channels, and now we want all the content at all times from anywhere. And a lot of that comes down to software and networking. And, that's where a lot of clients lean on us. When we start working with a company or a client like yourself, like you mentioned, we've been around a number of years that we worked with you now. And that's it. We become a trusted source of information for those moments where you're like, well, I thought I knew what I wanted or what I wanted this to do, and I'm not sure why it's not working. And we can usually help connect those dots and get it all sorted out for you guys.
And you're very flexible. Sometimes it just takes a Zoom, sometimes it just takes a phone call, and sometimes it takes a home visit. So the big thing in the Cardwell house right now is the Verizon 5G Cube. And the reason that we're testing it is because we want to cut the cord like a lot of Americans, but folks are scared to. What's your opinion of whether going to a remote system like that is good or bad?
Sure, that's a good question. There's several different companies, offering the true wireless internet coming into the home now, and it's a little bit of a moment where it really depends on this individual and the situation, right? One, you could have, in general, that product works really well, but you have to make sure you've got good wireless coverage. And certain houses, geographically or for whatever reason, maybe it's the construction type, are not going to achieve a significant level of signal in order to really get the speeds that you're wanting. So, depending on the situation, that may or may not be the best fit for you. Because even with the traditional wired services from several big names that you would recognize, they might work well on one street and not well for your neighbor. So, like a lot of things, once we get involved, if you're having those kind of problems, you can reach out to us. We would send one of our system designers out, help do a little evaluation of what options might work well for you, and potentially going further beyond just that device into the rest of the network in the house and make sure that not only do you just have good speed within 20 feet of your Wi-Fi router, but throughout the home, no matter what the square footage is.
One cool thing that you guys do after Justin's visit, he sent me an explanation of what he did. You know, a couple of paragraphs that dumbed it down for Dale, and said, here's what was necessary, here's why we did it, and here's what you should be thinking about moving forward. How do people get in touch with you guys?
So most people, especially new clients, reach out to us mostly through our website, which we have a real easy form fill on there that you can reach out to us or call us anytime. We actually have an after hours phone service, answering service as well. So even if you can't get us during business hours, we will get the message the next morning and reach out to you via your preferred method. At the end of the day, we're looking to interact with you the way you want to be reached and what will work best for you.
Well, in the 21st century, you got to have a partner like Intuitive AV. It's really gotten to a point where you need a smart person operating your smart devices. Anything else you want to tell our viewers today, Eric?
Yeah, I'd say just focusing on other things that are new and kind of coming out in the technology realm. Golf simulators post-COVID, golf simulators and golf in general has seen a real resurgence, and it's really cool the amount of technology increase that's been brought to the golf simulator world, where we're getting a lot more requests and working with a lot more clients to do custom golf simulator rooms these days. And the technology is truly impressive on what it can do to not only just have some time to, whack a few golf balls with some friends in the basement, or really some of the more sophisticated setups can do a lot to improve your game because they are so sophisticated these days that they can literally provide you advice to improve your swing.
Wow, I actually saw one for the first time a couple of weeks ago. It was very cool. What else?
One other really cool manufacturer that we're working with, which has really only come about in the last few years and becoming very popular in residential, is a company called Magnatrack. And this company makes automated bug screens or vinyl um, panels where we can basically take what would be an open deck or porch and basically have it auto roll down bug screens or vinyls to make it into a sunroom or porch by the push of a button.
That's very cool. That's so cool. Eric Rasmussen of Intuitive AV. Thank you guys. Thank your team for what you do for everybody. And I strongly encourage you folks to get in touch with Eric and his team because they're pros. Eric, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, Dale, thanks for having me. It's been great to chat.